Magic the Gathering.
Magic, 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 magic.
Welcome everybody to the Can't Draw Horses Club. I'm Corey and this is Katrina and we've got Paul on tech.
Hello.
Today on the big show, the biggest show around, we're making tokens for Magic the Gathering. Some of you may ask, what is tokens? And I have carefully gathered some examples. If we go to the top-down shot, I got these fists full of tokens. We got angels, we got samurai, we got bird illusion, sapperling, centaur, worm, sapperling, rhino, sapperling, frail-seeing beast, sapperling, elephant, worm, sapperling, centaur, rebel, goblin, dragon, rebel, dragon.
So what you're saying
Drone,
is there's a lot of different
Phyrexian
kinds
Mike,
of
Phyrexian
tokens.
Golem, Drone, Treasure, Copy, Spirit, Sahili, Filigree Master, Spirit, Power Stone, Goblin, Advertisement, Soldier, Knight, Elf Knight, Beast, Spirit,
Man, the card that summons advertisements is very powerful.
Bird, Cat, Angel, Spirit, Soldier, Spirit, Bird, Hero, Bird. These are all tokens. They are created by other cards in the game of cards, Magic the Gathering. There's a new set out, and some of you may recognize this bird as one chocobo. On the back is a wizard. So some of them are double-sided. Some of them just have garbage on the back. You never know until you open them. They come as kind of extra little bits and things for booster packs, and usually related to, the set that they're accompanying. Beautiful slideshow. Thank you, AVJ Amethyst.
Cindy, the sort of important thing about tokens from a Magic point of view is that technically, by the rules of the game, they are not actually defined what they look like. Exactly. Magic cards are very tightly like, this is what a Magic card is. Only Wizards of the Coast can make them. They're, all these pictures and stuff. Mm-hmm. Tokens, they make some, but you can use whatever you want.
Exactly. Like you can just grab a scrap of paper and doodle something, or like a Post-it note, or I don't know, a different card, but just the back of it, and it doesn't show you anything, or like an empty sleeve. A token can be bread.
Mm. Or a boat, although that would be difficult to fit onto your...
Then you have to... How do you sacrifice a boat?
With fire.
Yeah.
Just like shoot.
I was going to say, it happens actually. Yeah.
So let's say there's a Magic the Gathering event coming up where a bunch of people go to a big city like Las Vegas, Nevada, and you or a friend are going and you have decks that you want, and those decks make a thing, and then you need like 10 of that thing, but you only got like 2 from the booster packs. So what you can do is you can go to the local art store and ask them where they keep the thick paper, and then convert a unit called GSM to pounds, because you're in Canada and we use pounds for paper. And you'll know that 300 GSM converts to 111 pounds, but the thickest they have at the store is 100. So you buy 100 weight.
111 pounds, that's a lot. That's a heavy piece of paper.
Heavy piece of paper. Also learned that cover stock and card stock at the same weight are different thicknesses.
What?
Awesome.
That shouldn't be allowed.
So I learned a lot. If you make proxies or such, usually you can just use printer paper and glue them to cards, or put them in front of a card or something like that in the sleeve. This is a little excessive, buying the fancy paper. And Ian bought me a corner cutter to make the fancy roundy corners that Magic the Gathering cards have, and I forgot it at home. But that's not going to affect my plans today at all.
All right.
I also don't have any sort of clear coat or something for a top layer to keep everything attached to the paper. In the case of Katrina, we're looking at doing some collage work.
With this glue stick I just
With that
purchased.
glue stick, it goes from purple to clear, and I won't
purposely-
eat any of it.
Purposely got the purple one so I know when it's dry.
Nice.
You've also got some like ink pens and some
Yeah.
watercolor markers,
And some pencils.
some pencils.
Yeah, I brought a whole bunch of stuff.
And I have my linoleum for doing like vinyl cut, stamp making stuff, and I have watercolors. So my plan is to take a big sheet of cardstock, splash some paint on it, and then spend some time carving out a shape of some sort of thing to stamp multiple times to, I guess, make go faster.
I love the idea of tokens that kind of fit together, though, as like a...
Yeah, well,
If
it's
you-
kind of like the unified land backgrounds. kind
Right,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Neat.
Neat.
So have you identified tokens that you feel like if you were going to go to, say, hypothetically, a big event in Vegas, that you would want to have?
I know for myself that I'm not bringing a deck, but I am currently playing in the Loading Ready Run Final Fantasy Sealed League, and my decks will probably always make treasure.
Nice.
So my goal today is to make treasure, and I also have this goat stamp from when we did
All right.
stuff, so I can make goats.
Goats.
Goat
Goats.
treasure?
Go, 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 go.
Goat treasure.
Goats are a very important token.
Treasure goat isn't a token, Katrina.
But you said that magic cards tokens could be anything. So what if, to me, this goat is the treasure?
Don't you see?
I don't know if
The goat
I don't
was the
know if-
treasure all along.
I don't know if that'll hold up in court.
What if the goat was wearing a gold necklace, like a big,
Just
Big
big blingy.
yeah?
What if I just took other cards and slapped shiny on them, and then those were the
What if
treasure all along?
everything
What
was a
if I
goat?
just made friends? What if I just made a bunch of token friends and took them everywhere with me and said my squad was there backing me up, my moral support, and then I made like, I don't know, a shirt out of them.
I think they already made a version of this as a card, but like something like, the golden fleece as like a
Yes.
a treasure sheep.
It is a
Would be
treasure
great.
sheep from the Iliad. Or, yeah, Jason and the Argonauts, the Argo needed that wool to be flying. I think it makes you fly. One more thing that I was going to mention is that a lot of tokens are creatures, and in consulting with a bunch of Magic the Gathering players, there's a problem where the token has a power and toughness on it that does not match the one that you need. Say you need a 6/6 dragon, but you have a 4/4 dragon token. What if you just had a dragon token? That would be easier. That could fit both the 4/4 and the 6/6. And you would just have to remember or use some other indicator. So no numbers on the cards, just a name and a face.
The name is important,
There's
though.
a treasure dog? What makes treasure dog?
I mean,
Show card. One in a red? That's not. Thank you. Goal down. Treasure dog. First strike. Menace. Sacrifices creature. Add 1 mana. That's an artifact creature. That's not a token. I mean, if you copy, but then you have a copy token. Thank you, Paul.
Goldhound, there he is.
Such a fancy dog.
I feel like you don't really get a good look at him, though.
No.
I want a more zoomed in
Want a
Yeah.
bigger treasure dog.
Goldhound.
Yeah. There are bigger dogs in Magic than a 1/1. Like a 2/1.
Also, yeah, and he's a treasure dog. He's still got the treasure thing. So you're just like, I need some cash. Go down to the pawn shop. Hey, what do you give me for this dog?
Well, that's like
It's gold.
the Eldraine creatures that are food. Right? It's just like, I got this little helper dude, but what if I just ate him instead?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna grab a sheep and decide what sort of thing. What if I make octopus You were gonna also. You have a list. I was gonna.
I have a
I was gonna
list.
throw to you to read off your list that you
Okay,
prepared.
so I prepared a list, and in preparing 10 minutes before stream, I went through the token box and looked at the tokens that didn't have very many tokens in them. So I have a very short list of things, which are skewed to me, so it's all animals,
That's fair.
with the exception of egg alien, which I guess you could say is a creature of some sort.
Was
And-
it an egg alien?
No. Egg and alien are separate.
They are separate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then goblin shaman, which we talked about earlier.
Yes.
Which
We are
I'm gonna
missing
do.
some goblin shaman.
Because I've been playing a lot of Oblivion Remastered, so I have a good idea of what a goblin shaman looks like.
Fair enough.
But I'm gonna look it up anyway and make a goblin shaman.
Katrina, do you play Magic at all?
No, I have never played Magic. Corey had to explain what a token was.
I did it much in the same way. Actually, what I did was I went on Gatherer and I searched for cards that create a token, and I sent that search result to Katrina. And it didn't really penetrate.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
if you haven't played Magic, I feel like that wouldn't actually explain
I
it.
was like, wow, these are really detailed, and there's all these things going on.
I'm
and
like,
oh my
no,
gosh.
just read the text where it says create a clue. Like, clue token. It's a clue. You just need something that represents a clue. It could be a magnifying glass.
And then Corey was like, hey, you can just draw like dogs and stuff. I'm like, great, we'll do that.
All right.
So I'm gonna draw a bunch of animals, and when my arm gets tired, I have some magazines to clip out and make some collages of various things that will be interpreted as something, which I haven't decided yet because I don't know what's in the magazine.
All right.
Ooh,
So I know
Secrets of
I-
National Parks.
Yeah, so I got Secrets of National Parks. This was it. Oh, well, sure. And Magnolia, because they both had like nature stuff. If you can guess, there's a theme here with what I like.
Did you read the magazines or anything?
No. I paged through them to make sure that there was some amount of like landscape or animals or something in them that would hopefully work.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what things were tokens, so I'm like, sure, we'll work with this. Because I could just put a landscape and then draw like a butterfly on it.
Yeah. So I'm
Oh, that's
wondering.
true.
Mixed media.
I like the idea. Yeah, using it as the
Media.
background and then cool.
But I'm gonna trace a magic card just so I have an idea of the size, and not do the landscape.
Welcome,
thing.
Raiders from Jamie Topples. How's it going? I'm considering like how dark to go with my background if I'm doing watercolors, because my inks on for my stamp pads don't go that dark. I ran into that problem when I was making Mr. Starman. As he,
Oh, you don't have like black ink.
I do.
You could
But
always
it's like
outline.
I could make like a crow. Like I could make like a sky scene, and then just crow, 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 crow. I like crows.
You could outline in one of these because I have the brush one and
I also
some
have
thick
some
one.
brush one. I brought these just in case.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
And I have a thick one.
a thick one.
Well, I have little ones. You don't have little ones.
I don't have. Mine are from Japan.
I mean,
I mean,
No, actually they're Vietnamese. Yours are my ones.
there is a card
Yeah.
called Crow Storm
Yeah.
that requires creating a bunch of crows.
oh, so just like crow, 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 crow.
Yeah. Just like I said. Well, I mean, it makes birds, but yeah.
Wow.
Just like the Raven Master, right? It doesn't
Ooh.
make ravens. Only cares about birds. What if I wanted to make chocobos, though?
Still
Blitzball.
also birds.
Oh, I need to put less space in between.
Oh,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
everything's fine.
Everything's
What are you
fine.
panicking for?
There's no panicking here.
Okay, the brush is wet. That means things will happen.
Let's see. Okay, I was going to start with a butterfly.
I can go twice as high.
Oh no, it's in my head.
Oh,
That's not a bad thing.
okay.
I saw LeVar Burton at a convention, and we sang the song.
You and LeVar? You and your best friend LeVar?
Yeah, me and my best friend LeVar, and like, you know, several hundred other people that were just there. But yes, we all sang the song. I sang the song with LeVar Burton. It's a very good memory.
It's amazing.
Crow. Making some of my paper wet, so the ink paint will spread around a bit.
Ink paint.
I've never used this cardstock, so I have no idea what kind of absorbency or anything that it has.
Okay, question for token, because I didn't actually look at a whole lot of these.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Can I just make the whole token a photo or a picture? Do I need to have? Because we're not doing text, right? So
We're not doing the little text. We're doing like the title text, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
the only real important part is the name of the thing. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
That it is a bird or it is a whatever.
Okay, great. So this is fine.
And like color identity can matter, but there's only very few cases where it does. If you have like a creature with protection or something like that, that would matter. But it doesn't count for like devotion or things because tokens don't have a value.
Okay.
And you have like, oh, these are blue birds. These are white birds.
Yeah.
These are red birds.
I was like, but there is bluebirds. That's an actual thing.
There is an official butterfly token.
I know. Yeah, I saw that one, and I think there's only like one or two in the box. So I'm making a butterfly.
Made by one card, an old card called Giant Caterpillar.
Oh. All right. So what do I want to use? Where's Thick Boy?
I feel like it doesn't get a lot of use, so
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to make a bunch of different things. I'm going to try to not make them too detailed so I can make a bunch. 'Cause normally when I draw stuff, I do
Just a lot of detail.
Yeah, like a lot of detail. And it takes me a long time, so I will try to do something that's not so, just gets the point across.
there are just like insect tokens, which
Yeah.
could be like any kind of insect.
That's also on my list. Maybe we'll do some beetles or something.
It's true. Hamster tokens are a thing too.
I saw the hamster token. It's very cute.
Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots.
Oh, hi, Brosephine. Thank you for coming here.
Woo. I have no idea how to paint storm sky.
That's pretty good. Do you have like?
I'm gonna go
grays?
darker.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have gray?
Or like black.
I have black.
Yeah,
but
that'll work.
The black, it's kind of like overpowering.
Well, water it down a whole bunch.
I'm a professional artist.
Corey does bring up a good point.
That is an excellent point. We'll take into consideration.
You ever find you're just making mouth noises at someone and they think you're trying to say words? And it's, no, I'm not. If I was trying, I would have.
No, I do that all the time. I just make noises. And the people that know me know what those noises mean, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that.
All right, yeah, Bitecaster brings up a good point. There,
Yeah.
in fact, is a token that's
Just weird.
weird. A weird is a thing. in Magic, so the token
Oh,
can be just
weird?
called weird.
Yeah.
What's on the token for weird?
Like
You want me to find one?
a weird is like a little summoned creature that it's
Looks weird.
They
it's-
look
it's-
a little like horrors, but
Yeah,
you don't know what
it's-
horrors look like either.
No.
yeah, it's weird in the sense of it's like the name of a creature. I mean, the creature is kind of weird, but
Yeah, there's also like glimmers, right?
Okay.
Like, what's a glimmer? Spirit illusion? What's a spirit illusion look like?
I mean, it's funny because they have to do it's you see sometimes where obviously they're sending out art briefs to different artists who may or may not be experienced in Magic stuff, and so you can see sometimes where they're like, I don't know what this thing is. I'm just gonna draw it.
Yeah.
Draw something that's like.
Especially in the old days where they didn't send out art briefs so much. There's a lot.
Which one is there? There's like an ocelot or a lemur. Lemur. There's a lemur that's weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of early Magic cards, especially if they're dealing with fantasy concepts that are not necessarily like a real world thing, where the artist just kind of got to make up what that thing looks like, and then then they're sort of stuck with it. They're like, okay, I guess that's
what this looks like
I guess
now.
what those things look like now.
Yeah. So in like the Forgotten Realms, in the kind of hell areas, there's a monster called a lemur,
Okay.
and there's a card, and the artist definitely didn't know what a lemur is, but knows what a lemur is.
Oh no. This sounds amazing.
There's also elementals,
Okay.
so you can just have like a earth elemental. Calendar. I don't. Venome, what card is that? Please tell me. I have not seen Calendar. Bronze Calendar. Paul, can you pull up the art for Bronze Calendar?
That's the art for They didn't like send that back to the guy.
Every page holds a month, every date a numeral. What?
There wasn't. They're like, we have no time to revise this art.
Wow, that's incredible.
So okay, if that's a card,
That's a card.
then goat can be a treasure.
No.
Yes.
No.
Goat treasure.
Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? You can't.
What? Oh, I don't know.
Jingle,
I'm
it's
just
a jingle.
singing.
Yeah, I
I'm
know you're
not-
just singing, but what you sang is a problem.
You're welcome. Goat treasure.
This is my favorite goat token. This is. Oops.
Oh,
Sorry.
back to the goat.
Back to the goat.
What?
Yeah.
He's like
It's
a
a
goat.
lawnmower.
It's a goat lawnmower.
Oh, and it just like feeds him. Oh my gosh. That's very cool.
It's from one of the unsets, which is one of the sort of silly sets that they did.
Can you find the treasure token that's like the little raccoon family figurines?
Little raccoon. Oh yeah.
Yeah. From Bloomborough. Look at them.
Oh my gosh.
That's a treasure token.
Okay, that looks like. I feel like those were. Oh, this is unlocking a memory. There were little tiny, like felted. They were hard felted like figurines, and there were definitely little raccoons that looked very similar to that, and like little like chipmunks and squirrels and stuff like that. And I feel like they were a set of for something. I don't remember anything else. My sister had them, but they were. I don't remember if they were like a play set or if they were just little figures, but they were like fuzzy, and they had little like clothes on and stuff.
The Phantom Game Player, I don't think we mentioned that the lemur thing was mentioned in the alt art version for Preposterous Proportions.
I do. I do like that this treasure token, like most of the treasure tokens are like,
Gold.
piles of gold
Yeah.
or crown
Yeah.
or something, and this is like sentimental treasure, which is nice, but also I feel like probably wouldn't be as useful as a store of like, value for you to sell.
Right.
But still, is this the lemur
Yeah.
that you're thinking of?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Lemurs look like melty mud caterpillars, typically.
Melty mud caterpillars.
Yeah. If you look like
Okay,
they
so
were
they're-
in like
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Icewind Dale Planescape tournament something.
But that's so cute.
Yeah, it's just not the soul of a damned human.
I mean, it could be in there somewhere.
Damned to be adorable.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey.
That's.
Oh,
These
yeah,
are some
I
other
feel
ones.
No, I
Yeah.
don't like that. That's less good.
It's more accurate. Clouds are circular, right? Just make
They can be.
orbs. Swoosh. Swoosh.
I do like when Magic sort of dives into more obscure. Obviously they just make up things often. They create new creatures or whatever. But the Supapard was one that showed up before, which is a serpent leopard,
Yeah.
which created that funny thing where you're like, so it's like a real thing. They didn't just make that up. And it's like, well, okay, no, it's not a real thing. But it was a pre-existing
But they've
mythical-
used that
mythical creature.
that spotted snake pattern a lot in some of the art. I've seen it. I did a horse club trying to speed paint some Magic cards from just like random on Scryfall and see if chat could guess.
Oh, nice.
And it was weird. I was teching for Scryfall Roulette for Tap Tap during Camp Cardboard, and like a couple of the cards that I had done showed up, and they were like unrecognizable to people because they were just too obscure.
Now, Katrina, you're saying you haven't played Magic before, so presumably you haven't made these tokens or anything before. But have you done other art sort of at a similar scale, sort of cards and that kind of thing?
I've done a lot of different kinds of art. So a lot of drawing that I do just for myself is like smaller stuff. Like this is my sketchbook. I can flip through this and see. Probably if you saw other Horses Club, there's some of this stuff's on there. So like, just like random. This is just random stuff that I have in here. But
Oh, wow. Oh, that rock is so interesting.
this one,
Yeah, just the sort of almost sort of analysis of how rock kind
yeah.
of how shadows form on the rock.
Whereas, let's see, that was anything else. This was when I was getting back into it. Oh, there's the
did
map.
you bring your cat bag?
I did bring my cat bag.
You should show the cat bag.
Okay.
Ooh.
I do a lot of other like stuff. I was a stained glass artist for a while. I've done, let's see, I do a lot of sewing, so I'll get my cat bag. I'm not wearing, I didn't wear any of my sewn clothing today. I wore that yesterday. I do a lot of clothing alterations.
Like attaching hoods to stuff or making tank tops from shirts or
Oh, nice.
widening legs of pants to make them more comfortable.
Make them more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like take a pair of skinny jeans and add a flannel patch.
So this is cat bag.
Cat bag was made on Saturday.
Sunday. We
I
talked
see.
about cat bag on
I was like that pattern doesn't look like a cat, but the whole
Yeah.
bag is a cat.
the whole bag is a cat. It has a tail. It has a little butthole. But yeah, I was like, I suddenly got it does not have beans yet because I only had a day, and but yeah, I was like, hey Corey, what animal is a tube? And I'm like, a cat.
These are the kinds of messages I get from people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're ever worried about what people are saying in my DMs, it's like, what creature is a tube?
And your first answer is a cat?
Yeah.
I said yes, is all I said.
I said, a cat? Does that work?
Oh.
And then, what was the other thing I asked you? Something about a butthole.
Should have a
Is-
tail.
Oh, you said a tail for modesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a cat a tube?
Yes. I mean,
Important,
or it's like
important
loaf
questions.
bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that it's sort of it's a cat in full loaf mode.
Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff I do. Just all kinds of random
Neat.
things. But I've actually made a couple things for Desert Bus like a long time ago. I
Oh, for
haven't
the
done-
craft along?
For the craft along, yeah. I think it was like 2014 to like 2018 or something like that. I was making a few things, but it's been a while. I've been mostly doing stuff for myself.
Like it sounds like the cat tube sounds like a drawing tutorial. Like first draw a tube, then draw the
Ears
ears
and a butthole.
yeah, then
Yeah.
draw ears, tail, and a butthole,
Yeah.
and then draw the rest of the cat.
And we did cross stitching on the horse club.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
nice.
did Pusheen cross stitch.
Yeah, from a kit.
Yeah. That was fun.
And by we, I mean Katrina did it. I did not get a cross stitch kit.
You were there for moral
I
support.
was there
what were,
for
what were
moral-
you drawing?
I have no idea.
Or what were you
I was
doing?
maybe 3D modeling a cat. I tried to do some stuff in Blender
Oh, yeah, I think so.
because you can make like fabric textures and stuff. And I don't know how far I got. Probably not very far.
I don't remember. But I made the donut cat because there were 3 in the kit that you could make. And chat picked the donut one. It was just like Pusheen like holding a little donut.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna set this aside to dry.
Can we just quickly see it for you?
It's blue and black.
That's good. I
Nice.
like that.
Kind
That'll
of a
work really
backgroundy
well.
thing.
Yeah.
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 There's a
With my
storm a coming.
Paints. Paint. And I'll grab my sketchbook to kind of get an idea of what I want Burb to look like. Stormcrow.
Stormburb.
People on the internet may be familiar with a webcomic called False Knees, which is usually like some bird stories, birds interacting with each other. They draw very good crows. And so that's the crow I have in head when I'm thinking about it. So I might go on my phone and look up some reference specifically from the comic. Also, I'll need to cut down my linoleum to size. Is that a Temple of the Lava Bears thing?
What? Oh, yeah, that is, wow. Okay, yeah, I did. So I took 2 of the Temple of the Lava Bears art from Featherweight did those,
Yep.
right? That one, and I think I did just the bear face that was on a t-shirt.
Yep.
And that's fabric art, so it's just like a background. The yellow's a background, and then I cut out all of those pieces and sewed them on, and then put the whole thing on a canvas.
Neat.
I did a couple of those. I'm gonna try to get back into that because that's really fun to do, especially when you do like landscapes or different things, because it's interesting to take different kinds of fabrics and just kind of create something out of it. Yeah, there it is. Gosh, I haven't seen that in so long.
Very nice.
Because I did those. I did a one of Ray and BB-8, and then I did a Double Clicks bag was the first thing I did. Was that it? That may have been it. It may have been just those things. I think I'm too nervous to use my grayscale watercolor pens.
Give it an hour.
What?
Give it an hour.
Okay.
Maybe after break.
I think I'm just gonna do butterfly as just butterfly in black and white, and
I feel like you clearly have made some study of butterfly designs.
It's just a picture.
Or if not, then
You
you
can
have.
pull your phone over.
oh,
for that.
I'm
I see.
yeah. No,
It's
I
kind
can't.
of like studying.
Yeah. I absolutely must have a reference photo. Oh, there's BB-8 and Ray. Oh, welcome Raiders. Rebellious
Oh.
Uno. Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Do I want to just stop there? You can always come back to it. All right. Is it time for Goblin Shaman?
Might be time for Goblin Shaman.
Shambling.
Goblin Shaman. Oblivion. It's going to be...
You've been enjoying the new Oblivion?
Yes. So I think I actually saw Surge play it like the day it came out or something, and I was like, oh no, I think I have to get this. And I watched a couple of his streams, I think, and then was like, nope, gotta buy it. And I've been playing through it. I've been playing a lot of it. I played Oblivion. I played a heck ton of Skyrim. I very much enjoy that. It looks incredible. I am just floored with how good it looks.
Alright, I've kind of sketched based on some false knees art. A crow. It's bigger than I will draw it on the vinyl thing, but I think that's kind of roughly the shape and whatnot I want.
Oh, cool.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big yelling.
Wait, is that
Ray.
wait? Is the name a reference to that birds have false knees?
Yep. So thank you, Thor Sokar, for tracking down all that art.
Yeah,
All hail the VST.
Indeed.
I'm amazed. It's like
I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I remember talking about this on a different Horses Club, and I was like, I don't know, it was like early 2010 or something, and then like a minute later, someone was like, oh, it's 2014 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've given up trying to keep track of stuff ourselves. It's much
That's fair.
much easier to just like say a vague idea and then somebody in chat or in the Discord or whatever will pick it up.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty amazing at it. I'm slightly intimidated by Goblin Shaman, so I'm going to draw an octopus.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just draw an octopus and then label it Goblin Shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'm
a-
absolutely going to do a goat treasure.
It's a Goblin Shaman that
Just
has
because?
Yeah.
used his
Just to
shaman
spite me.
abilities to change himself into an octopus.
I'm adding it to my list.
Oh no,
Goat
it's on the list. Goat treasure.
treasure.
I think Lord Hosk found a. I think it's a juggernaut, but it's a golden goat thing. He posted the link
Oh,
recently,
okay.
but maybe I could convince him to post it again in chat so that we can see on the handy dandy chat viewer.
Oh, I've made this octopus too large. Do I want all the... I don't need the arms to be completely in view.
I see. I believe it's this one
You
here.
found it? Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Wait.
See, look at that.
Yeah, found. I don't know if.
Just
Oh,
a second
looks-
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that looks...
totally 100% legit.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, we'll use it for reference.
You know, if it's easier, just in the future, you can just link to the image directly from Scryfall.
Instead of Imgur.
Yeah,
But,
because
yeah.
it's obviously.
A totally legit treasure token.
Yeah. I mean, say clearly tournament legal, but it is. That's the cool thing about tokens is that there is no official evaluation in terms of legality. You, as per the rules of the game, you can basically use anything as a token as long as it's clear what it is, which is fun. It's like one of the aspects of the game, a game that is very tightly controlled, that is actually has more freedom to it. Up until, I don't know, it wasn't. Wizards of the Coast even only actually started making their own tokens at not that well.
Yeah, it used to be just like a extra scrap piece of advertisement or something.
Yeah, like
Right at the beginning.
always used to use just like the backside of lands or something. Like you just put a land face down or something, and then of course then they started using face down cards as an actual mechanic, so
Yeah.
that didn't work.
Okay. So I found the center-ish of my drawing to try to convert it to a little square shape that'll fit within the bounds.
Oh, nice! You got your sort of splitting up into squares.
Yeah, I made a grid so that I could kind of figure out where to start and
That's
kind
very
of.
good.
I marked little ticks based on this goat because the goat fits.
And then you can just by
Doink.
translating what's in the square, you can sort of scale it down.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Neat.
As long as I don't get too smudgy. Big beak.
All right, look, I know octopi have 8 arms.
Yes, and 8 toughness.
However, I like my drawing the way it currently is.
They're behind. The other
Yeah,
arms are behind.
that's what I was getting
Yeah,
at. The
yeah.
other arms are behind.
You
so
can
I
just
will-
draw latched to a rock or something.
Yeah,
And then
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
draw
really
the
off.
octopus first,
Yeah.
and then draw in. Maybe I'll draw in a rock or something if I feel like it later. But otherwise, this is what. It's been a while since I've just done animals without like. 'Cause normally I do landscapes, just because that's what I enjoy doing.
Right.
Any particular landscapes?
Well, I'm from Seattle, so it's a lot of like water and rocks and like pine trees.
Sort of Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, very Pacific Northwest kind of things. I think I did a couple on the last horse club I was on, which has been a little while, of like things from the Olympic Peninsula. Like it's usually like I will take a photo of when I'm traveling or doing something, and then do that. Like there was one, I didn't get very far on that one.
Like a little house.
Yeah, the little house. This one, it's very small, and I didn't get very far on it. But this was when I was coming in to Victoria.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
It was the one side of the boat, so I just didn't get very far on it. So,
But do you prefer to paint things that you've sort of seen yourself, even if you're like taking a photo of it?
yeah, I usually do stuff that I've taken a photo, like my own photos. Sometimes, like this, I don't have photos of a butterfly and an octopus. What I'll use for reference, but a lot of times it's like, oh, this would make a good little drawing. I have drawn palm trees, but yeah, I did say pine.
Yeah, not a lot of palm trees around this area.
It's more than I would expect.
Yeah, I have seen, even in Seattle, there's some. We saw some yesterday.
I saw some yesterday in Beacon Hill Park. It's kind of little ornamental.
Yeah, I think it's
Shorties.
just like temperate enough that it doesn't get cold enough that they die or like freeze. Because there's definitely some in Seattle that are ornamental. Little eyeball.
Oh, yeah, they do have a kind of a funny eyeball, don't they? Sort of.
Yeah, I had to really look, because it's like, it goes, well, at least this, I think this is a drawing.
Octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, like an AI thing? Yeah, yeah.
It might be an AI thing, which I'm not super excited about using, but it was just there.
You can tell it's AI if the octopus has 6 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many fingers does this octopus have?
I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. I have finished outlining my bird, and I kind of have to decide if I want it just the lines.
There's some pretty small details in there for the carving.
I have small knives, though.
Nice.
What is this? Oh, it's a piece of rubber. It do get everywhere. I asked Featherweight how to like deal with it, and he's like, just vacuum. Yeah, maybe just the lines, and then I can paint inside them or marker inside them.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
nice, yeah.
And each one can be a little different.
Start with the lines.
So you want to carve everything except the line.
Yep. So I'll go inside and outside the shape. Oh right, this thing's broken.
Oh no.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Not broken in a way that affects it.
Excellent.
Is that even really broken?
Yeah,
No.
right? Just have to make sure I don't smudge my work.
Oh yeah.
Stuff doesn't really adhere to the rubber very well.
Is there like a specific kind of ink that you like should use on a rubber for that, or does it matter?
Nope.
Okay.
You can do different things. You can also surface the rubber to improve like durability. Like you can like mildly sand it and then put like a primer on, or like some layers of acrylic or clear coat and stuff. Because some of it you need to like saturate and load the rubber so that it doesn't just soak the ink in weird spots.
Oh. Huh.
But this is just for fun, so I'm not kind of going all out yet. Kind of in the learning stages.
Yeah. How many stamps have you made so far?
3.
Okay. Oh, hey, it's my double clicks bag.
Oh.
I was so proud of that one. The strings from both instruments go up and around the strap, which I was really proud of.
Oh, neat.
That was so hard to sew.
Oh, and it's the guitar and the bass.
Yeah, because I had to make sure that they stayed the same distance apart all the way. Like, I sewed the strap,
It's a cello.
Right, a cello, of course.
like, as like a long piece and not, in the curve that it was once it was on the bag. But, yeah. Oh, we're getting lots of octopus facts.
Oh, octopus facts.
Mm.
Good.
More on the
Yes.
sides
Subscribe,
there.
Octopus Facts.
Yes.
I do
Wow.
like that they were a little premature in designating the giant squid, and they're like, oh, turns out that there's bigger squids. We have to keep coming up with, then there's colossal squid. Really, really, really big squid. Humongous squid.
Sean, Mr. Wick, we're using cardstock. Corey explained very detailed in the beginning about exactly what the cardstock was and the weight of the paper, but
It's 100 pounds.
100 pounds, okay.
Yep.
I guess you could laminate or something if you really wanted to
Yeah.
make them last and protect it, or just even put it in card sleeves.
Yeah, I was gonna get some like inner sleeves, but I didn't. I didn't go to YJ. Oops. I should just use this knife for a bit. knife is better.
Oh, good.
Should have started with knife.
Knife time.
Yeah, there was way too many small details and stuff in this. Maybe just make a bird face would be better.
Just like a crow head.
Yeah. If anyone out there decides to make some tokens because of this, just either let me know in the Discord or you can post on socials. Use hashtag Can't Draw Horses Club. And definitely everyone will understand what that means. It's universally renowned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if they don't, perhaps they will look it up and find out.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, any sort of office or office/art supply type place should have various weights of card or cover stock.
Yeah, I went to Monk and talked to their copy center guy.
Oh, I like that store.
They took over what used to be Island Blue, which was an art supply store locally.
Yeah, it was sort of a weird situation because Monk was strictly office supply, and then they took over Island Blue and took over their art supply stuff as well.
Yeah.
So they sort of diversified out.
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Island Blue being previously Island Blueprint, but then they're like, let's just say Island Blue, and that way nobody will know what we do.
Yep. That was the plan all along. Let's put a weird monkey on the mural.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have a weird monkey.
A weird monkey holding a bag. Like, did someone at some time have a pet monkey that they put in a little pink dress?
One thing that I have found consistently frustrating in terms of, if you want to print out some proxies or tokens or something, is that 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, which is the size of a Magic card.
Doesn't go in 8.5 by 11 very well.
Well, that, but also, you can get pre-cut or perforated labels of, so many different sizes, but not that. I have never seen proper 2.5 by 3.5 labels, and it's just like, what? Why you have every single different permutation of sizes? Why not the one that I actually want? How dare you?
You know how I said I wasn't going to do too many details?
Yep.
Yeah.
How long did that last?
One drawing.
Now you're
Hey,
lost
they
in
don't
the
even
sauce.
like they're
He's
not
got-
even showing up on camera, so Mav's a little bit.
He's got all the little suckers and everything. He's got a lot of detail to
Yeah,
him.
he's got inherently a lot of detail. I'll make these a little bit darker so they kind of show up.
It's beautiful.
Look at his beautiness. I'm not used to like making something that would show up well on a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a requirement.
Good.
Yeah, that is one of the very early things you discover doing art on camera is that pencil is the devil.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
pencil on white paper is very tricky.
Yeah, I just kind of need it for just a general. I'm not confident enough to go in with just pen right away.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fine. It's just but yeah, you especially if we're like making signs or something that we want to use for a video, it's like, oh, it's got to be like way heavier than you think it's got to be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's showing up a little better.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thanks. Gotta figure out what, because I'm definitely not going to get to my entire list here.
No.
I made an aggressive list.
Have to triage.
Yeah. Figure out what.
What really matters?
Yeah.
Goat treasure. You know you're on microphone, so
No.
goat treasure. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. And I bought these magazines, so I need to do something
Yeah.
with them. Figure that out.
Square. Yeah. I'm clearing out the body of the bird. Kind of got most of the details done except the feet. So I just need to
Oh,
get a
the
big empty
feet.
space and try to leave a dot for the eye, but I might just end up gouging that.
No!
No,
Don't gouge out the eye.
gouge out anything I want.
No.
And some of the stuff I don't want.
I know you warned me about this chair several times, and every time I move, it's like, ah!
Keeps you on your toes.
It does.
Yeah, it's working out your core strength while you sit.
It's important for streamers to not get too complacent.
Yep. Can't have that.
Yeah. There always has to be an aspect of danger.
Okay, I'm going to leave my octopus there for now.
Nice.
Maybe I might just leave it
Revisit
like that.
later. Well, yeah, you can decide later.
I like the
Yeah.
way his his legs are sort of cropped by the edges of the card.
Good, that was totally intentional. And I didn't accidentally draw the like,
Did you
this
just
part
Liefeld
way-
this octopus? Did you hide the feet off camera?
also that. His fingers are hard to draw. No, I was just like, no, I'll just do that instead of drawing all the like little squiggly bits.
Yep.
I'll do a little bit of squiggly bit.
A little bit of squiggly
But it
bit.
sort of implies, yeah, that there's more that you can't see.
Yeah, secret octopus.
What's he got in his garden?
You don't know.
Oh, but it sounds fun.
Goat. Or do I want to do... I kind of want to do goat.
Yeah, you want to do the thing that'll bother me the most.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is the goat itself the treasure, or is this like a goat with treasure?
I'm trying to decide if I want to draw a goat. I think I'm going to draw a goat with like a big, like, gold.
The big gold
Just
amulet.
Yeah, big gold amulet.
Someone really, really liked this goat and
Blingy goat.
wanted
Yeah, just like
yeah,
a
yeah.
ridiculously blingy goat. Maybe the goat has shades on.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I just like the idea of like a goat just sort of sitting it's just standing casually in a field eating grass or whatever with this huge gold thing, and it's like, he's got, thousands of dollars worth of gold. We should go get it. And nobody's ever been able to take this amulet off the goat's neck. He just messes up anybody who tries to take it.
Yeah, take that for your next D&D campaign. Goat with the golden amulet in the field.
It's like as long as you don't try to take the amulet, he's perfectly nice.
You gotta find a good goat reference.
What about a bad goat?
There are no bad goats.
No. All these goats are very good. Oh, that's just a goat standing. Yeah, we can do that.
You just make a goat stand wherever we want.
Yeah, it's kind of got a like Tugger Nuts vibe. I think that's where my brain's going.
Straight to Tugger Nuts.
Yeah,
Alright.
like in a way. Although I don't remember exactly what Tugger Nuts looks like, so I'm just gonna draw a goat as
Tugger as you can.
I'm just gonna draw this goat.
What I like about that is I'm pretty sure, right, the first time that was actually like mentioned on Corpline, Tugger Nuts, and what it was just like a throwaway thing, like the name of a children's book.
Yeah.
At no point did they mention it was a goat. I'm
But
pretty sure
then,
Featherweight
yeah.
just made that up.
Just made it into a goat.
And it
Just
stuck.
decided that Tugger Nuts was a goat.
That's
That
really
is
funny.
true.
Hmm.
Digging out the feet.
I am realizing that a goat is close to a horse, which I cannot
no.
draw.
Have you tried?
I have. I don't think I have a horse drawing in the books that I brought, but
Well, you could pull up some reference, you know.
well, I have a goat reference here. We're gonna do our best.
I don't know if there's horse tokens, but there's definitely knights.
Okay. Can't draw Goats Club.
It's our rival clan.
I don't know why, like, this octopus was just like, oh yeah, just draw this octopus, it's fine, do. And I'm like, oh my god, this goat has so many parts.
Which you would think it's got less parts than an octopus in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Well, when you put it like that,
It feels like, I'm gonna have room to write goat on this somewhere.
There is a fancy, these are very fancy.
oh, there's a horse. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right. Yeah.
I mean,
What
these,
makes
these
it?
are these are extremely fancy horses. This is
Yeah.
made by the Crested Sun Mare,
Yeah, the white horse.
but
I have
considering
one of
it's a 5/5 creature, which is equal to like a dragon.
They also love to make a Trojan horse joke whenever possible.
I think it's just goats have a. It's the face, like
They are weird, yes.
yeah. And then I gotta figure out how to draw this big blingy thing.
The blingy.
The blinkies, the thick bling.
How do you feel about taking a break?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's get up, stretch a bit, kick our leggies around, get more water,
All right.
watch some commercials.
We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Welcome back to Can't Draw Horses Club. Today, Katrina and I are making Magic the Gathering tokens with the help of the auspicious Paul.
How auspicious. I don't know what that means in this context.
I don't know what that means. I
It's
said
fine.
it, and it's too late to go back. I'm making a Stormcrow stamp. It's becoming a shape.
I mean, shapes are good, right?
It's a shape. I'm gonna cut it out when I'm done with the feats.
With the pen on it, it's a little hard to sort of
yeah.
visualize what it will look like when it's stamped. But
So yeah, the next step is to basically cut it out and do a test stamp. I'm gonna test stamp on my sketch pad, and then I will put it on the storm background for the Stormcrow.
although I kind of like the idea that, like, now that it's, if you have a stamp, you could just be like, everything is Stormcrow, stamp, 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 stamp.
Exactly. That was the plan.
This thing is the Stormcrow. This thing is the Stormcrow.
And then I can follow that up with goats.
Yay.
Katrina's drawing a goat.
I'm making my own goat, which is in pencil, so you can't see it yet. But I've also made a butterfly and an octopus, and
Yeah, I'm starting to see the goat.
there's a little bit of goat there.
Just a tasteful side goat.
But my goat will be a treasure goat. We'll have treasure on it.
Your goat is stinky and stupid. My goat is worth $20. I'm pretty sure that's how that song goes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be very good at this goat. This goat is going to look a little bit horrifying, but that's okay.
At any time you want, you can stop making a goat.
I've set a precedent for myself now. I've been yelling about goat treasure,
Yeah.
and
Now you built up the hype too much.
I did this to myself. So we're gonna have this goat in whatever horrific fashion it comes out as.
It's just a good idea to remember in general, At any time, you can stop making a goat.
Unless you're in that plane that makes goats. Then it's like, I
That's
think on
true.
your upkeep.
It's true. In Gold Meadow, you just have to keep making goats.
Gotta keep making goats and then never leave Gold Meadow.
Goats.
And what is your woe strider gonna eat if you don't have goats?
It's
I
true.
don't know, man. You don't want to make woe strider sad.
I mean, he is the
Yes.
Woe Strider.
Uh-huh. It's like, whoa, Strider. That's what people say. They're walking through the swamp. They're like, whoa, Strider. It's got its own goat snack.
I do like the idea. It's like most guys, most demons or whatever that want you to sacrifice creatures, you have to supply the creatures. Woe Strider is like, no, it's cool.
I brought my own goat.
Yeah, I brought a packed lunch. It's a goat.
Yeah, this is gonna be very silly. Oh,
Is it gonna be a clock or like a disco ball?
No, it's gonna be like a big coin, I think.
Big coin.
Yeah. Some kind of big. You know what? I'm gonna go with this Scrooge McDuck like money sign
Okay. Yeah.
coin.
Invested all of our money in goat coin.
Goat coin. Yep.
It's like a new Jack and the Beanstalk, like the sequel. Jack's Child invests in goat coin. Turns out.
Turns out goat coin not so great.
Not so great. That's how the giants scam you, and then they just leave.
All right. Just gonna go for it. Where's my?
You're goating for it.
Oh, go. Boo.
Boo. Everyone hated that.
Goats are so fuzzy.
You're learning a lot today.
I am learning a lot today. We had octopus facts. Well, I need some goat facts.
Yeah, tell us goat facts.
Oh, tugger net. That's a good.
That is good.
I like that.
It's
That's in one.
gonna add that to the notes for Quirpline. Tugger net. It's like a Club Penguin, but in the Quirpline universe.
Right. For fans of Tuggernut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Antoine Graffito's
Get on
hit series, Tugger Nuts.
get on the Tuggernet and talk to other Tugger fans.
Yep.
Tuggernauts.
Ooh, tugger knots.
But that means they go in Tugger.
No, it's fine. Don't think about it.
It's the
I cannot stress enough how little you should think about it.
All right. Have some.
rubber chunks.
Chunks.
We got the chunks.
Oh, it's this nose that's getting me.
Mm.
Such a, like,
How dare.
yeah.
Okay. All right, I will test this stamp. There's going to probably be a lot of cleanup to do on this sucker.
Just gonna fix this with shading. We're gonna have a little. That's like goat reminiscent.
It does remind me of a goat, yeah.
Go-
That's what you said.
that is a goated goat.
Oh, it's goated. Just gonna slip this under here to flatten. Secret tech.
This happy goat.
You got those happy goats. When those goats emote.
What?
You don't know the rest?
No.
Oh,
I was seeing random stuff again.
I was
so.
saying specific stuff.
Oh,
again.
sorry. I never know your specific stuff. I just make stuff up, and then it apparently sounds like other things.
It does sound like other things, and then I start thinking. Bird.
Hey!
Oh, wow. That's actually turned out really well.
Yeah.
I see one problem.
There's quite a lot of detail in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird. Then I'm gonna keep stamping it until it goes dry-ish, and then I will fix the spots that I want fixed. Like this lumpy bit.
Oh,
The one
no.
wing, I didn't carve out the feather.
Oh.
The crow is fading out.
Yep. It's got phasing.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, and I've got a paper towel so that even if I get ink all over my hands, I can wipe some of it off and stop spreading it everywhere. Because it will get everywhere. Alright, you. Actually, maybe I should get the wet ones from Studio A. I'ma do that.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Don't have too much fun without me.
I'll try not to have too much fun with my happy little goat.
Ah, he is a happy goat.
He's a happy goat because he's very expensive. He's the most expensive goat.
It's got that goat money.
Yeah, you know, from the Tugger nets.
Yeah.
Mm.
He invested in the Tugger nets.
Tugger
Early.
coin. Tugger coin.
I gotta move this whole thing. It's off center. Okay. It's gonna be more of an egg shape instead of a coin.
The goat's
it'll-
got an egg?
So it's a nest egg.
Oh.
Money reference.
That, yes.
Egg
So-
and coin and treasure.
Yes, exactly.
Could be anything.
This one.
Alright. Where else? Belly. Need a belly trim.
All right.
Wings.
Is it a thick egg?
Damn. Goat's got a thick egg.
I don't even know.
Yeah? You're not sure what I'm saying here?
I feel like if you proceed it by saying damn, you can really say basically anything after that.
Yeah. Stop making me laugh when I'm doing little details.
No, never.
It'll be worse than
It'll
yesterday.
be worse than yesterday when you almost fell down a hill.
I almost fell down a very large, very dusty hill.
From laughing too hard?
Yes.
Yes. we went to the park and the staircase was closed.
We went to the beach,
Yeah, we went to the beach. So we
which
had
is
to,
usually down like a, I don't know, 50-foot cliff. I don't know how deep the ocean goes.
so we kept walking because I was like, I don't want to go back to the staircase we already were at. I want to go on an adventure, so let's go further. And there's a pathway up, but it's just dirt. And it's like unreasonably steep and very dry. And I got nervous and just started laughing hysterically and just sliding slowly down the hill.
Maybe just a little more trimming in front of the foot.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you cleared up the the wing there.
Yeah. Looks better. Okay. I think I'm ready to start stamping in for realsies. Maybe I should
Ooh.
kind of measure out what number of welcome raiders, what number of cards I can get out of my mess, because they're 2.5. You say?
So I think it's like 8.
You think it's like 8?
Yeah, I think you could do, well, if you do like that.
I'm doing like that.
Okay,
To
then
the
I don't
edge.
know.
To the edge.
Because I get about 8.
About 8. Use your pencil to mark
Fine.
dimensions. Another dimension.
Another dimension, another dimension, another dimension. I know that one.
Good. And the only remaining problem will be writing legibly
Oh, right, I have to do that too.
to tell people what the deal is.
I think it's pretty obvious that this is a
Obvious?
treasure egg goat.
How could that possibly be misinterpreted?
I don't know how you would ever,
How could it be anything other than that?
yeah.
Maybe it's 4 across this way.
Oh, I didn't try that way.
2, 3. Because I can only get 2.
Yeah.
Let's try the other way.
Yeah, it's when you're printing, if you're printing them, it's one of those things where it's like, I believe you can get 8 if your printer is one of those printers that can do like edge to edge printing. Otherwise, it's a little tight.
Oops. All right, so I can fudge things a bit so that I have like a centimeter
Oh,
off
sorry,
the
I
edge.
just hit the microphone.
Oh no. Jail. Jail for Katrina.
No.
So I'll consider that waste.
Okay. Oh, I started doing goat hair, and I think I need to do more.
You need to do more goat hair.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I do like the little ear tufts that he's got,
Little
and
ear.
he's
ear
very good.
tufties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to leave the face kind of like that. I'm not going to do too much hair because otherwise it's going to be, I don't know. I don't want to screw it up because I'm happy with it right now.
It's good. Yeah.
I think it reads as goat.
Your goat can read?
He is a fancy goat. He is possibly the fanciest goat.
Okay. Pretty sure we have like a ruler or a straight edge or something, right?
Ooh, I can use green.
Ooh, you can use green. I'm gonna go get a ruler.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Haven't used this green very much. Tokens are for Corey you need treasure tokens,
Yeah.
and some of them are to have extra tokens in the office for some of the things that we don't have a lot of tokens for.
Also, they are just for fun.
Yeah. Because I made a short list of tokens that were low, but also picked the ones that I'd want to draw. So.
Okay. So, Stormy here. He's gonna fly the sky. Maybe I should draw the lines that are between the cards. Just in my own way. With my mouse. Doink. Just directly put my hand on the wet stamp.
Good job.
Good job, Corey. What if I just did it this way? Line up at the bottom and not the top. SMRT.
Corey, are you happy with your goat treasure
Mine?
egg token?
Yeah, I love it.
You better use it.
I looked at it. Yep.
Why wouldn't you want this precious little goat?
Nobody knows.
Okay, goat treasure. Check.
Check. Will be appearing tomorrow on Sealed. Because I'm up for my games.
I'm just gonna have to, I'll have to write what all these are then. Okay. What do I want to do next? Do I want to
Is
attempt
it time for Goblin Shaman?
It might be time for Goblin Shaman. Actually, it should be time to give my hand a break and do, try to do some, see if I can find anything in these magazines. Is there just a cactus? Could just.
There's plant.
Oh, lots of rocks.
And sapperling.
Oh, there's, what are oryx? Could have just done this. Could have
just done that.
just done that.
That's kind of like a goat.
It's an oryx.
Kind of like a goat.
Kind of like a goat. There's some horses.
Some horses.
Lots of rocks. Oh, spoonbills.
All right, Stormcrow. Good luck. Godspeed.
Go, Stormcrow, go.
Yay.
Yeah! Success.
Between the lines, please. Doink. Smudgy.
It's neat. He's like, I mean, he is a
That-
crow made of storm.
It looks really good on that background.
Stormcrow. Coming in to fight for you. Is a 1/1 flyer.
1/2 flyer.
1/2 flyer, you're right. That's what makes it special. Not just any bird. Cha-cha. Whoops. I mean, no whoops. Nothing whoopsie happened.
Nope. No mistakes here.
Doink. It's flying this way now.
Oh, Goblin Shoblin.
Shoblin?
Goblin Shoblin is going to be terrible. I think I'm just going to try for Goblin Shoblin.
Goblin Shoblin.
Goblin Shoblin.
I mean, we know what a goblin shaman looks like, but nobody knows what a goblin shoblin looks like.
Exactly. So
Never
I'm
seen a
in
Goblin
the
Shoblin.
clear. These are
Alright.
just goblins.
No Shoblins?
No Shoblin.
Alright, I'm gonna set this aside to dry, and I'm gonna paint the background for my goat tokens.
Goat treasures?
Just goats, 0/1 goats, ye old-fashioned goats.
Ye old-fashioned goat.
Goats live on the grass and in the sky.
Jumping point. I love that your friend has befriended crows.
Oh, yay.
As I think Ian's talked about it on Tinker Tailor and various other streams. That
Yeah. He's very excited this week because there's some fledglings that have left the nest, but they're lingering near the nest, and they look like angry Muppets, and they just sit there, and they're very fluffy.
Nice.
So,
Are they already or have the crows, befriended? He's got peanuts
he's
and
had
stuff, right?
terrible luck making friends this year.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, but yeah, he'll talk every day about, because he goes out for walks specifically to go hang out with the crows he likes. So he'll talk about how they warn other people to stay away from the nest, but he's fine. And he also calls them people. So he'll be like, I saw a young couple out today, and I tried to give them peanuts. And
Are you sure he's talking about crows? He isn't just throwing peanuts
sometimes
at young
I ask
couples.
for clarification, but usually it takes a moment. It's just like, people?
Look, young couples
Yeah,
who are just starting out in life might also like some free peanuts.
Whoops. Oh, God.
So goblin shoblins are quite detailed.
Yeah. It could just be a goblin with a fancy stick.
Yeah, assuming I could draw a goblin.
The goblin part was the...
Yeah, the
Was
stick
the-
is fine. I could just draw the stick.
You can just draw the stick, and that's the goblin.
No, he's cloaked. He's invisible.
He's invisible because he's magic?
Yes, because he's a shoblin.
He's a shoblin.
But
There we
his magic is such that he becomes invisible, but his stick is still
Goblins are crap.
Yeah. How did we only have one pencil?
I didn't grab a pencil.
Do I have another pencil with me?
Almost done, I swear.
No, it's okay. I don't think I do. Oh, what am I talking about? I have all these pencils. I have an entire container of pencils.
Whoa, that's so many.
I think one of them's charcoal, which doesn't help you at all, but
Not for tracing around this magic
No.
card.
I just need a regular.
Oops.
That's nothing special. Making a pencil into charcoal is easy.
We do have fire, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, those are fun to use, but I feel like they'd be less. Those you would have to like laminate, or they would just smudge. I don't have my. There's spray fixative that you can get that works really well.
I
Do you have?
I
it?
did not buy any.
Okay.
I got some
yeah.
at home.
I have
but-
some. I have some back at my home, which is not here, and that works well.
Unfortunate.
But yeah,
Yep.
yep.
Wow. Quote from 2016.
There we go.
Corey's not a weeb like me.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is slanderous lie. Is what that
Yeah.
is.
How dare he call my weebiness into
Question.
question. Doubt. Sure, I'm not watching every episode G-Quux twice like some people, but I can follow along with the plot just fine.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to draw rolling hills. Grassy land hills. So yellow and green are what I'm aiming for.
So again, this is gonna be like a
Just kind of abstract-y.
but a one image sort of across all of the cards.
Yeah, it's this goat.
Nice.
Goat there, goat.
Well, and then the background will be sort of continuous
Yeah.
across the cards.
A little bit.
are these goblins so ugly?
Rude.
Well, this one is goblin. What if I draw a helmet on the goblin?
Yeah, what if? Oh, you're hiding the goblin's face?
Yeah, so I hide the goblin's face. So I don't have to draw the face.
Look, you're allowed to be a coward on Horse Club.
Oh,
Totally allowed to be a coward. Complete and utter coward.
fine. I'll draw the goblin face. I'm not a coward.
Sure.
I think this goblin's wearing a partial helmet anyway.
Is anyone truly a weeb like Ian, though? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't care that much about the Universal Century. And I care about other things that
Yeah.
aren't robots.
We are each of us a weeb in our own way.
Yeah. I mean, I never lived in Japan.
It's true. I mean, that is kind of the weeb power move right there.
Yeah. But I met him when he moved back, so I didn't really have a chance. Didn't go through that, independent phase. Living in a different country. I lived in a different country, but it wasn't independent.
Where'd you live?
Oregon. In the United States. At a private church school thing that used the same system out of Texas that my school in Prince George used. So I didn't even like miss school.
Huh. So both Prince George and Oregon were using the Texas system.
At a private school, yeah.
Ah.
I mean, a lot of textbooks and stuff are printed in Texas, anyways. But not a lot of school systems are derived in Texas.
That's why they're called textbooks.
Yes. That's why they're called textbooks. Duct tape is a similar thing because it was duck, and then people thought it was duct,
Right.
but it's not for ducts.
And then people are like, yeah, it's called duct tape because they use it to repair ducts.
Yep. And then it's like duck sounds similar to duct, so let's make our brand duct tape.
Just confuse everybody.
Yeah.
And then I remember I got, a repair guy came over to my parents' place one time and repairing the duct that they had with a silver tape. But not duct tape. Not duct tape.
No. They'll use like a aluminum fiber tape or something like that.
Yeah. It's just completely messed. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, presumably, if you're, I guess, the application of using tape to repair ducts is uncommon enough that if you need that kind of tape, you know what to ask for.
Yeah, it's because they used to attach duck cloth to the adhesive. Duck cloth's kind of like a canvas, durable weave with I think some waterproofing.
Yeah, I used to make some bags out of it. It's difficult to sew with.
It's thick.
It's very thick. It's
Right.
like, and it's not like denim is thick, but not.
Denim will like ruin needles. And
Oh yeah,
sewing
you need to have
machines.
special. You need to have special, absolutely special needles for both duck cloth and denim. But denim is like soft duck cloth is not. It's much more rigid, so it is difficult to work with and does not iron very well.
What makes it like it's a cotton, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is cotton.
It's just like a thick, heavily
Yeah.
woven cotton.
Yeah,
It's just thick.
similar to denim.
But yeah, they make like sails and stuff out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They a lot of like seafaring. Or they make jackets and stuff for weather.
Right. It's the jacket or the pants or whatever that stand up even when you're not in them.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's not bad for making more durable bags and stuff out of, but it's hard. I think
Infused
some of them might have wax in them.
to add the
Awesome.
waterproofing.
Yeah, that's what Hosk said. Yeah, which kind of makes them more, like, sturdy.
Where I used to work, there was a sail making like canvas shop like right there. They always had all sorts of interesting stuff that they looked like
A
you
sail making shop. Ooh. Do
Yeah.
they use like just like the old thick canvas stuff, or
Yeah, they
do
just
they
had-
also have like the nylon?
Yeah, both kinds of stuff, but they just had like just like giant, 8-foot long rolls of like
Oh.
big canvas.
Any of the inflatable balloon sails?
I didn't see those.
Those are cool. They make them big for like cargo ships and stuff.
I really liked that it's like there's one block on my way to work where I used to work that was like there's this wonderful like a heterogeneous, I guess, mixture of different like little stores.
Yeah.
It was just like and like big stores and little. There's like a a Lululemon and then like like a Starbucks and then this like sale making place and then like an antique store and then like there's like a sex shop there
Yeah.
in there and there's like Mountain Equipment Co-op. It was just like
You want to go outside?
all sorts
You
of
want to stay inside?
yeah, whatever you need, we probably have it within this one block.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Victoria. It's very, very walkable, even if you want some obscure nonsense.
Yes, and there are minimal hills.
According to you.
According to me from Seattle, where it is just the land of hills.
Yeah, I've gone up and down like Ballard and whatnot, or up from Pier 69, where the Clipper goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess there was some particular hills that were causing you issues yesterday, but
Yes, there was one that I encountered.
It was an optional hill.
It was an optional hill that I chose, and I chose very poorly.
it's like you if you go over to like Salt Spring Island, which is just an island off the coast here, and it's part of the Gulf Islands and stuff, but you often, if you go across there on the ferry, you'll see there'll be people with their bikes going across,
Yeah.
and it'll be like, oh, that's a cool idea, because it's like it's a pretty small island, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Are they doing like major hill climbs
yeah,
and
you
stuff?
can. It's like you can take your bike over, and you'll be able to get everywhere. Yeah, you get off the ferry, and there's like 200 meters, really steep hill,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get any better than that. Like, it's a very nice place, but and you would think it would be more walkable than it is, considering it's quite a small island, but it is very hilly.
Oof.
And you pay for it.
Okay, we're going for the shaman. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, nice.
It's giving shaman.
yeah, that's all I'm hoping for right now is giving shaman.
Yeah.
But I haven't officially done the face yet. It's gonna be
Officially, you've
Not
not
officially.
officially given it a face.
yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
It's a
We're gonna
goblin
just-
shaman without a head. Ooh, scary.
We're gonna give it some sort of like,
Goblin shaman zombie.
Ah.
oh man, I could just get all these cards in at once.
Just multi-type.
Multi-type
Tokens.
cards. Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs infinitokens? Registered trademark when you can have multi. You can have a
Goat
goat
treasure
egg.
egg. Goat treasure egg.
Maybe it's an alien too. Maybe this goblin shaman is an alien.
Maybe. It
Maybe.
might end up looking like an alien.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fill out all the white space on my cards, and then we can take a break, and I can let this dry.
Oh wow, it's been an hour
It's
again?
been an hour again. It's been
Jeez.
actually a little bit more than an hour again.
How does that keep happening?
I know, right?
I guess that that heavyweight paper can soak up quite a bit of water, right?
It can. It's kind of cool because it, like, as it gets wet, it kind of balloons a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's a little like embossing.
Give this happy goblin shaman some teeth.
How many?
Uh,
Teeth.
5 teeth, because that's what fits in here. Although, now that I'm
He's-
filling this in, it no longer looks like teeth, so they're little nubs. It just looks like it has one tooth. My
He's-
perfect
son.
my perfect son.
He's saving up for more teeth.
Yeah. Your perfect little son. I love him. I'm glad I did not make you invisible.
He just made his teeth invisible.
Yeah.
Well, they're there if you look really closely, but because I wasn't thinking about
Never
it when
look
I drew.
a shoblin in the mouth. They bite.
This one tooth.
Yeah.
It's a poison tooth.
Oh, poisonous shoblin.
Poisonous Shoblin.
He's toxic. He's got a bad personality. Not a team
No, look
player.
how happy he is. To be a
Toxic
Shoblin.
people can be happy.
That's fair. Let's leave that there. Look at this happy little guy.
I feel like
Going all Bob Ross.
Happy little goblin with his happy little tooth.
I feel like whatever. The problem is like whatever's making that goblin happy is probably not something that you want to be happening.
No.
It's like, oh, look at that little guy. He's so happy. Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. Now I need my extra small little tiny this one.
I need my extra small, little, tiny break.
Oh right, we were talking about break.
All
I
right.
got distracted with my perfect son.
What a catch.
All right, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back for more Can't Draw Horses Club.
Welcome back to Can't Draw Horses Club. We got approximately half hour, less than an hour left of making Magic the Gathering tokens with Katrina here. I'm about to start stamping some goat. Put the goat on the field. Bam, 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 bam.
Goat.
I have to pick a color.
Goat. Oh, what color are you going to make your goat?
I don't know what color I'm going to make my goat.
What color goes well with grass?
Brown? More green?
I mean, if it's a darker green, you could do...
It's a darker green. I can make a very green goat.
Yeah.
Make a blue goat. I like the blue.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the blue would show up better, I think.
Blue would show up better.
Yeah. I'm going to finish my ridiculous goblin shaman. My perfect one-toothed son.
Ooh, I can make red goats. That's a cool color.
Red goats.
Yeah. Red goats at night. Sailors take flight.
Sailors very, very confused as to where they are.
What if I make a red goat and then what if I make a black goat and shift it? What if I
You made black crows.
make black crows?
Make a different color.
Make a different color.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's face reminds me. I feel like there's. I feel like think of like a character from like a '90s cartoon.
Like flash animated, like Adult Swim thing.
Yeah, something like that maybe.
It's possible that the inner workings of my brain have pulled this from somewhere, but because it sure doesn't look like my reference photo at all.
Doink. Ah!
Oh no!
Oh
no! Partial goat.
My test went so well that I didn't. Even pressure.
You can do it.
Yay!
Yeah, that one looks great.
That one looks goat. Eh.
I wonder if goblins have belly buttons.
You think they have natural birth, or they come from egg?
No. Well, this one's gonna have
Yeah.
a belly button because I need something.
Yeah, I feel like that just opens up a whole raft of questions about goblins in general.
Like, are they on a raft or not? Those are my raft questions.
Raft.
I don't want to see if I take the blue stamp with the crow and stamp over if I can.
No. You do the blue off-centered, so
Yeah.
it's 3D.
3D crow coming at you
Or
in
3D
storm.
3D goat.
Storm of crow. Hey, I was thinking about that with the red and the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
just got a bit of that
Goat there.
as somebody's last act. They use their own blood to draw a
Make some
picture of a happy goat.
Is this
on
as
the
a
wall.
warning?
Yeah. Watch out. Do not take the necklace from the goat.
Yeah. Otherwise you'll be cursed with a goat curse.
What would a goat curse be?
You'll become a goat.
Well, that's less fun. I mean,
Some
I mean,
people
to a
might be into
goat,
it.
to a goat, that's not a curse, though. I guess.
no.
Now with the crows, you got 9. Whereas with the
Yeah, I didn't try as hard.
fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I think my perfect son is fine.
Fine. That
Your
doesn't
perf-
sound like a proud
Yeah,
parent.
your perfect son is perfect.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave my perfect son as is. Okay.
You're right. His belly button is important.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives him
like
character.
Yeah.
It gives them some definition.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
ears.
No, I think they just have like little hole
They don't.
ears.
Yeah.
But like it's in the hair feather thing that's on his head.
Okay.
That's the shaman part.
Is that a headdress or is that hair?
It's hair.
You know, don't look too closely at it. Both? Goblin shaman. Done.
Toe to tip.
Toe to tip, that's a goblin. Goblin shaman.
All right. Blue. Dabba dee dabba die.
Alright. Now what?
Bug. You got octopus. You got goat.
Did you want to try to do some of your collage stuff? Or?
Yeah, I do. It's just I've never really done this before. At least not since.
I mean, I the idea that you were talking about with sort of using the background and then drawing over top of it could be fun.
Yeah, I could do that. Let's see.
Making a 3D bird. All right.
3D bird.
3D bird. Cha-cha.
Nice.
Wait. Aha.
Oh, that's neat. It's like a
It is
little.
neat.
He's like vibrating really fast.
Yeah.
In blue, which is appropriate for Stormcrow.
Excellent.
I'll just do the bottom three like this. And then I'll do the same thing to the goats.
Okay, I'm gonna use a different piece of paper so I don't get glue on my perfect
Yeah.
sun.
You better stay back, or you'll get the same thing as the goats.
There we go. I'm moving the registration a little further on this one.
Ooh.
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 Whoa. Stagger bird.
That one's vibrating a lot.
Hey, projectionist, focus.
Yeah. This one's gonna be up a little. Junk. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think up a little is best.
So you see, right after the Stormcrows stole your glasses.
Scissor. It's fine. Everything's fine. There's no danger here.
It's good. I would have been concerned
Yeah,
otherwise.
I definitely am not concerned now.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Corey's bird having a bad acid trip. Yes. Don't give your birds acid.
Oh,
I mean, it does have a little bit of that, like, like the Spider-Man across the universe sort of aesthetic. Yeah.
The chromatic aberration,
Yeah.
as one does.
all right.
Trying to wash some of the ink off my goat so that I don't get it on the blue pad.
I guess I can trace.
All right. With this one, I'll try to fix that top row. The noseless goat.
That sounds like a D&D character too.
Noseless goat?
Yeah.
I have no idea where the registration on this sucker is. We're hoping. We're hoping he has a nose this time.
Nose.
Oh! That's the coolest thing ever.
Oh my god, that's
Oh.
so neat!
God.
Why didn't you screw up more of them?
That is super cool.
Come on.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I love them.
Oh yeah, that one definitely.
They're so perfect.
That second one definitely looks like he's supposed to be. I feel like I should be wearing 3D glasses for
Yeah.
him.
Yep. Yep.
And the first one looks like he could be an extra in Braveheart.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were some goats in that fight.
Wearing kilts.
Yeah.
Fighting the English. That sounds like goats. Oh my god.
I almost like unconsciously was just like, oh, the focus is off on the overhead camera.
Yeah. No, it was me.
It was me all along. Oh boy,
My
this dries really
Clever
fast.
goat stamp. Oh, that glue stick? Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing I got the purple one so I know when it dries.
Ooh.
That was definitely a serious innovation somebody came up with, the whole
Yeah,
purple glue stick idea.
it's pretty great. Okay, I've got 3 backgrounds from that one. Maybe I'll look at this magazine. I don't know what I'm going to draw. Let's see. You could draw a fish. Are there fish? There's probably
There's fish.
Okay.
There's definitely fish. There's even a little custom format called Dan Dan that
Oh,
uses fish.
okay. Oh, what's that? I guess I could do some more because I'll just draw a little thing in there.
Oh, do I have enough time to just write goat backwards on
Oh.
a stamp?
Right backwards. That's
Yeah.
a good.
That would
That is
be
what I have to do.
a whole thing.
I could just start carving. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to go quick. I want to goat quick.
Goat quick.
Gotta make a goat real quick. Big capital letter goat.
All right.
V.
Fish reference photo,
Square.
please. No, not a Nemo
Roundy.
fish.
Not a Nemo fish? What you got against Nemo fish?
Nothing. I made a Nemo fish bag once too.
You made a Nemo fish bag?
Yeah. Forgot about that.
All right.
I don't know where photos of. I don't know if they'd be on my Instagram or not. I don't remember if I have anything on what I have on there.
Don't go that wide. All right.
Okay.
So let's end
Fish
with
time.
the T.
Just little fish. Where it is? Nope. One. Nope. 8. That's my 8.
I've forgotten how to spell goat. Am I panic? That's where we're at. All right, and then we do the G. I know it's curvy on the top and the bottom, so that'll be easy. This is so I don't run into the issue of scrunching my letters together.
That is a very good idea.
The first and the last letter.
Yeah, and then try to space the middle ones appropriately based on that. Whoops.
It's
Going
just-
everywhere.
This just looks like a weird river dolphin.
Oh, flesh.
What?
What? Oh, yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
that's
not this, not that.
those fleshy river dolphins.
No, I now I know what you're talking about.
I thought you were talking about that the whole time.
Oh, see, Hosk found a totally legitimate screenshot from Braveheart that shows that they were definitely goats fighting. Good job.
Thank you, Hosk, for your service.
Okay. Am I blanking on animals that would be in this type of environment? I think I'm in the like, oh, I only have half an hour left. What am I going to do?
A beaver.
Beaver? Can I do a tiny beaver? It's just like a round boy. Isn't it a little round boy?
Yeah, there's a card in the latest set called Commune with the Beavers.
But it doesn't make beavers.
I know, it's very disappointing.
Oh, that's sad. What if this is just a giant monster beaver?
There is a beaver mount.
Like that you would
You
ride?
ride, yeah.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go for. Oh, I should have used that one. This would be better for some kind of bird. I guess this one. It's gonna be comically large beaver.
Hmm.
The big tail.
Yeah, there's only one beaver in the entire game. And it's a giant beaver.
Like in all of Magic?
Yeah, well there's
Giant beaver.
there's one in one of the unsets, but in a officially playable, there's this giant beaver who is the only beaver, which is kind of sad.
Oh.
Not sad because he's not a good card, but sad because he's all alone.
Well, soon he'll have another friend here.
Also, they did him in the they put him in the set that's like the Western set, which so he's like in the desert, which
Yeah.
seems like not a good spot for a beaver.
No.
But that's where he is.
I feel like he's attempting to he's currently cutting down a cactus in the picture, which
Yep.
I feel like the beaver's teeth are not optimized for cactus eating.
Is there like trees in the forests in Center Junction?
I mean it's supposed to, it's like sort of this
Might
sort
have the
of
art.
Western idea, so I don't know. Probably.
Okay. All right. Extra round boy. There's a big tail. The little tiny ears. Not like that. Well, those are
Different, teeny tiny.
different tiny ears. Different tiny adorable ear.
Yeah, they're like cactus forests,
Yeah.
not forests.
So, poor beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever thought about that.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I wonder what the story is there. Like, why if you're gonna only, it's like we only have one beaver in the entire game. Why did they make it? Why did that have to be a beaver card? Why? It's like, why did we decide to add a beaver in this set?
Are most other creatures have like multiples or different?
Well, yeah. Usually they'll be. I mean, there are some creature types that are not very common, but a lot of, and it's like with the with the Stormcrow or whatever, the type that a Stormcrow is bird,
Mm-hmm.
and so it fits with all the other birds and gets any benefits that give benefits to birds in general.
Oh, okay.
So usually they try to sort of gang things up like that, although that can be controversial in certain cases.
And they have like errata things, like there were hounds.
Right. That
Now
they'd
they're all
like
dogs, I think.
they'd like hounds or dogs, yeah. And yeah, there's various controversies around different things, but about how they're going to handle. The other thing is they used to have like inanimate things. There'd be like a pirate ship that was like its creature type was pirate ship.
Oh, so that means it's a pirate and a ship?
Well, it was like I guess it was originally just like a ship, and then they were like, okay, no wait,
Now it's a vehicle?
it should be a pirate. No, vehicle has a whole other thing, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, Uncle Esteban was just like a guy, and his creature type was Uncle Esteban. He was his own type.
Wow.
That was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay.
How's your goat going?
I think my goat label is just about finished.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, we've got not much time left, like 15 minutes, but I think this will say goat if I stamp it. Oh, I should clear up some more space. Sorry.
Did you draw that with pencil first, or
Nope.
just free? Wow. I'm
Very impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Not just
Well, wait
that,
till you see it.
not that you just
No, still impressed.
not just that you did it, but also just the like getting the letter forms backwards the right way.
Yep, definitely the right way.
I mean, we'll see,
We'll
but
see.
I am already impressed.
Here's my test zone. Let's get this blue ink. Yeah, let's start with blue. Or maybe I should just do it in black.
What is the... Oh my god! Good job.
That's so good.
I
so
love
good.
That, I love that it's not like that. The O is that's really good. Really
all right,
good.
all right. Or should I just do it in black? Or do I want to do like the 3D thing again? Or just black?
I think
might just black.
I think just black because it'll take away from the
it'll just- it'll
3D-ness of the goat.
Yeah, it'll detract.
You want the goat to stand out.
I want a standout goat. Mm-hmm. Where did I put the black? It's under here, isn't it?
Oh.
Not too worried about the blue getting into the black.
No.
All right. So top of the card or bottom of the card? I guess wherever there's room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the goat's sort of in the middle, but I mean, yeah, top is traditional, but it could go either way.
Yeah, I have to figure out where I'm gonna put. I think top for most of them.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's so good.
definitely take these to Vegas with me. If anyone wants a goat, just let me know. Just give me the secret password. Goat, please.
Loading ready run, send me goat, please.
Yep.
And then you get a little 1-inch goat.
Look at my little beaver orb.
Beef
Orb?
orb? Beef orb?
Beav orb?
Oh, I love him.
Beav orb.
Look at him.
Where's this little... Oh, let me go this way. Beav orb.
Beeborb.
You're just sitting on a little rock.
He looks very suspicious of us. He's
Yes.
like looking back, being
Yep.
like, "What you
going
doing?
on,
What you doing over there?"
Suspicious Beav orb. Okay, I have one more. Some kind of flying creature.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, give me a flying, not too complex creature that's a magic token.
Bird. Thopter?
I don't know what a thopter is.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, a dragon.
a dragon.
Yeah, a dragon.
Or a
Thank
drake,
you.
which is like sort of a smaller dragon.
We'll go with dragon. How can I? Let's see. I just want to draw mechanical bird. This is so funny. Does it surprise you? I made a dragon bag once. It just has a dragon on it. It's not.
This is my surprised face.
Yeah. It's not like the raccoon bag that I'm considering. And I want to draw. I could just draw that.
You could just draw that.
I could just draw that. Okay. Let me see if I can remember how to. Oh, I'll just look up the picture of the bag.
You'll draw your own bag.
I'll draw my own bag.
All right.
Okay. Where is that? Look it up real quick. In my sewing folder. Oh, I even have a picture of Graham
With the double clicks
with
bag?
the double clicks bag.
Oh, nice.
Okay, let's see here. Dragon bag.
Dragon bag.
Yeah, this
Dragon
is
bag
my-
Z.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right, let's find there. Okay. Let's see if I can do this in very small scale very quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start packing up, cleaning up my mess.
Okay.
I'll definitely get the vacuum after. Does our vacuum work?
No.
Wrong person to ask. I just can't remember if there was an issue with it or not.
It, in the past, has been a little bit questionable.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to lump all my rubber shavings together. I'll keep the bigger chunks for future projects.
Yeah.
You can always use them for little detailing bits or things, filler.
Mm.
It was a dragon man.
It was Tractor!
Man, I should have put Trogdor on one of these.
Drawing yes.
I was gonna say, how do you draw him though? Wait, there's a whole video about it. I mean, the dragon sort of above the forest is a very kind of Oblivion, Skyrim kind
Yeah.
of image.
Well, this dragon bag that I made was basically after I played Skyrim, I think. So you're like, oh, I should just do a dragon bag.
Just do a dragon bag.
All right. Don't screw up.
Don't worry, you've never made a mistake in your life.
Nope. Definitely not. with a scissor earlier, or with this chair, or climbing up a hill.
No. You did make it up the hill.
No, I did. Spoiler alert, I made it up the hill.
We both survived.
No mistakes, only happy accidents.
Yes.
In the sense that you having the accident made other people happy.
I was pretty happy. It was,
Yeah.
Yep. It was a fun time.
I couldn't tell because I was laughing so hard.
See, happy accident.
Like my perfect goblin shaman son.
Mm-hmm. That's what he sounds like.
And my little suspicious Beeborb.
Beeborb?
Beeborb.
Justin Beeborb. Beeborb. I should have brought Shrek. I have a Shrek stamp.
Ooh.
Should have brought it.
Dragon.
Rock Dragon. Oh, Iris V throws me a Shrek? Sure.
What?
Can't remember what kind.
What?
Was it a toilet Shrek?
What? Why are you owed a toilet Shrek?
What is a toilet Shrek?
Skibbity. I'm trying to remember what context you could owe me a Shrek in.
Like a toilet duck?
Yeah. It turns your water green in your toilet so you can't see the stains.
It doesn't actually clean it.
Oh, that's great.
God, no.
It's a swamp.
It just turns your toilet into a swamp.
Oh, if I was smart, I'd use the bigger.
The bigger?
The biggins.
Oh.
So much faster.
Yeah, that is one thing I've learned, is use the bigger tool.
I just don't like most of the stuff I do is very like I just prefer to do finer things, which makes my hand hurt more, but you know.
You ever do stippling?
No, I haven't tried that. But I thought about it. I gotta make it. I'm almost there.
It looks a little bit like the Skyrim logo, even.
Yeah, I think so. The thing that happened was, hilariously, I didn't copy a dragon for that. I just like, this dragon was just in my head, and I think it's because I had put so many 100 hours into Skyrim.
You're just seen that
So many times.
picture, yeah.
And so I drew this, and I was like, yes. And it was only like much later that I realized, like, oh, I just kind of made the Skyrim dragon inadvertently because it was just in my brain. It also fit nicely on the size of bag that I wanted to make. There we go. It's a dragon, man.
It was treasure.
I mean the the Dragonborn from Skyrim, who's he's able to do all the dragon calls, and has his fate has turned.
Yeah.
Actually,
Shout a man off High Hrothgar.
Yeah. If he actually also just carried around a bag with a picture of a dragon on it, that'd be good. It's like that.
Yeah.
That way people will know who I am.
I am the dragon man.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Katrina.
Thank you for inviting me. This was very fun.
If people wanted to check your other works, if you happen to post them on a website, what website?
I think so. I'm not on social media a lot, but when I am, you can find me at Rare Sea Cat, the cat with a K, on Instagram and Blue Sky. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch of art kind of stuff on Instagram. I haven't posted a lot recently, but a lot of my other stuff is on there, and maybe I will again. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Another reminder that everything we do here on Loading Ready Run is brought to you through your kind support of our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. I'm Corey. This is Katrina. Paul was on tech, and that's it for Can't Draw Horses Club today. Check us out again in 2 weeks where we're making more Magic the Gathering tokens. Bye.